What's going on? Hope you got the notification. What's up, family? What's up, nerd family? Good to see you all. I hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all living like rock stars. And if you're having a bad time, I hope you're in recovery. What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Enosh. So today's Palindrome Day. It's 12/2/21. It's 12221. I always like things like that. Pinky's out. Good times. Good times for all. Palindrome Day, 12221. And I'm reflecting because today, ironically, is the day that my grandmother started her church. Well, I should say it's the anniversary of the first service at my grandmother's church back in 1984. And I am on my way to her church right now. What's up, Anchorman? Good to see you, man. So I'm on my way over there right now, and it's kind of strange because last night, man, I was going through her stuff, and there was like all these letters and stuff from my mom and my grandma to my great grandma, and man, it's weird reading stuff like letters from 1974, you know, and the stuff that was going on and stuff that like you knew was happening, like you've read stories about and all this stuff. Plus, I know I've shared with you guys a couple of times, like my grandmother being in the entertainment industry, and I found it was like a birthday card or something from my grandma to my great grandma, talking about like that she was getting an agent, you know, and that she was going to do these films and stuff. It's just, it's so crazy. It really is. What's up, Multiverse of Movies, Isaac? Check out Mike Zero Sunday because I think he's been saying a lot of nonsense. He's always saying a lot of nonsense. I mean, what's up, Spherical Man? Duty Sucks says, I was told there wouldn't be math on this channel. Who told you that? We love math. Math is great. Math makes the world go round, don't you know? But I love it. It's Palindrome Day, man. It's 12221. 12/2/21. I mean, unless you try to do the O2, right? But I mean, who does the O2? I do 12/2. 12/2/21. Anyways, yeah, so today's a day of reflection for me, like I said, because, what's up, 187? My grandma had her first church service at the church. She was in her house for a little over a year. You know, she had house services for about a year, and then she got the church. And then I found here. You guys want a crazy story? You know, like you know, Matt Jarbo's got his Boulder Talk Radio, or what is it, the true crime thing. Let me tell you a really interesting story. So my grandma bought her church on a land contract in 1984 from this couple, and there were monthly payments. You know, so those people were getting money on every month. It was a man and woman, husband and wife. Skip 10 years later, my grandmother bought it knowing that there was a balloon payment at the end, you know. January of 1994, almost 10 years later, my grandmother knew that balloon payment was coming up in November. So my grandmother went to the bank and acquired a loan to pay off the church and to have the mortgage, have a regular traditional mortgage on the church. So my grandma got the loan. My grandma had awesome credit. My grandma, oh my gosh, my grandma had the best handwriting on the planet, and also immensely awesome credit. So she went ahead and got the loan. She went to go pay the people off. Now the people had started going through a divorce. This is weird. The people started going through a divorce. The lady had a rare disease where she was she was like bedridden, right? She couldn't even get out of bed. She had to have her daughter take care of all her, work and everything, all this stuff. And so my grandma went to pay it off, and the lady was like, no, you can't pay it off. My grandma's like, what do you mean I can't pay it off? I can pay off the place anytime I want to pay it off. She says, no, I don't want you to pay it off right now. I want you to wait till November. This is like January, right? And my grandma had the money. My grandma's like, no, I have the money. I got the loan. I'm paying you off. That's how this works. So the lady would not accept the payment for the church. So my grandma went to the mortgage company that brokered the deal, right? My grandma went to the mortgage company and said, hey, I got the money. I want to pay it off. And so the mortgage company was like, great, awesome. Let's pay the thing off. So the mortgage company contacted the lady who had sold it to my grandma. And she told the mortgage company, no, I don't want it to be paid off until November. When asked why, it was because she was going through a divorce, and if they got it paid off, if my grandma paid it off before their divorce was final, they were going to have to split the proceeds. She was going to have to split the proceeds with her husband, and she didn't want to do that. So, my grandmother, my grandmother made several phone calls, and this is all in the affidavit. This is all in the paperwork. I found all the court proceeding stuff, and I read through the whole thing last night. It's insane. My grandma called their attorney and said, hey, I just want to pay this off, and that attorney got belligerent with her and hung up on her. It's all in the paperwork. It's crazy. So they would not accept payment from my grandmother. Right? Thank you. You just it's like, that's not my problem. Like, take my money, right? I'm paying it off. That's what you do. I don't do that. It's so weird. It's such a weird concept. My grandmother had to get an attorney and sue for the right to be able to pay off her church in 1994. This lady fought her in court. It's the most bizarre thing, and I remember it happening, but my grandma didn't tell me all the details of everything that happened, because I was like, I think I was 18 at the time. So my grandma didn't tell me all the details of everything that happened. But like, looking back at this thing, I was like, holy cow, like reading all this paperwork. Yeah, so the thing is this lady literally countersued my grandmother so that she wouldn't have to accept payment, and tried to sue my grandmother because, check this out, so went to court, right? In the process of court, court takes, a little while, right? My grandmother wasn't going to make the monthly payments towards the thing. They told her not to make the monthly payments towards the building because she's supposed to be able to pay off the whole thing. So there was no January payment made or no February payment made because it was the lady who the land contract was with tried to sue my grandmother for being in default and foreclose on the church and take the church back from my grandmother after 10 years. I don't know how you have the guts to try to foreclose on somebody who's trying to pay you the full amount just 9 months early or 10 months early. What kind of guts do you have to have, right? So anyways, my grandma went to court. Long story short, my grandma won. Right, Cherie? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, that just needs, it's weird. But I've got all the paperwork. I got all the proceedings and everything. And so the thing is, long story short, my grandma won the court case. And then my grandma had countersued, like, for her court costs, right? And like, for her attorney fees and stuff like that. So it was almost like $3,000 in attorney fees and stuff. And so my grandma won that too. So this lady was an idiot. I mean, and unfortunately, before it was even done, the lady passed away. So we were dealing with their state. And then you want to hear the clincher? The lady's ex-husband was on my grandma's side and testified for my grandma in court. So I don't know if this lady just knew she was on her way out and was trying to, like, get some property back for her family. I don't know what the heck that was all about. But man, I was reading through this stuff. Like, I'm finding stuff, guys, that I just can't even believe, What's up, Blueberry Comics? It's amazing, man, when you go back through, old stuff. I mean, and you're finally able to see stuff, from a different perspective and stuff. Also, I was homeschooled, and I also found last night boxes of my old schoolwork. I didn't know that stuff existed. Plus, okay, so I recorded 2 albums when I was a kid. One when I was 12, one when I was 13. They're on cassette tape. And I recorded those. And I mean, we had a ton of them, right? And my grandmother also recorded a kind of a country gospel album. Mine were, kind of more like the, 80s to 90s, right? 80s to early 90s. So I don't know what I'm going to do now with all these cassettes, because I have like all these cassettes that are me when I was, 12, 13. So I don't know, man, I could like, I don't know, give them out to the channel. But I mean, I got tons of them. I don't know what to do because they're not CDs, but there's some people who like cassettes. I don't know if I should digitize it, but I mean, like if I digitize it and give it away, that's one thing. But the thing is like in doing so, like it still doesn't answer the problem of having like inventory, right? I got a ton of inventory on stuff that I don't know that I can sell. I mean, it's more nostalgic than anything else, for me, but it's interesting. I thought that was my sister for a second, but it was not. Okay. So anyways, I'm just on my way to the church. It's kind of weird, like that I'm in charge now and I have like the building and I can go anywhere in the building. I mean, I could, but you know what I mean? It's like now, like I'm the guy at the building. So I don't know, it's just so weird. But now my sister's helping me. I had a great meeting today about some stuff. Yeah, so we'll see. Everybody's here. We're gonna talk about some stuff. And so I just want to encourage you all. Uh-oh. Is that some siding coming down? Oh, dang it. Some siding coming down on the building. It's an older building. Yeah, guys. Basically, I'm going to be the owner of this building and my grandmother's house. And I'm going to be co-owner of my grandma's house, along with my aunt. So, yeah. Well, Anchorman, you can come to my church digitally, man, because we're going to be, it's a cassette tape, yeah. Will we find out who Deranged Enosh is in a few weeks? Anchorman, I hope so. But yeah, that lady, nobody got arrested. Hey, Enosh, what's up? My Poindexter Lounge hoodie just arrived. I really love it. Awesome! Awesome, man. Awesome. Which hoodie did you get? Which hoodie did you get? Let me know which hoodie you got. Legal Eagle needs to do a story on this, right? Just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so the encouragement today is today's Palindrome day. Same forward and backward, right? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. The NWO, nice choice. Nice choice. So, remember Rocky 5? I had a Rocky 5 moment last night. Okay? Because Rocky, he's on top of the world, he wins the world title, he's in this big place and everything. And then he comes, for life. He comes back and he's like in his old neighborhood and stuff. I was walking out of the church, I was getting in my car, and I thought, man, I did this whole circle, right, to come back here. Obviously, there's something that I got to do here. Rocky 4 was the one with the robot. Rocky 5 is when he loses everything and he ends up back in his old hood. I don't know yet. That street fight movie, yeah. I don't know what the purpose of all this is, guys. But I know that there's a purpose. And we may not stay here permanently. We may move the church to another location. I mean, we're in the inner city here. And I really feel called, to bring something to families and stuff like that. And so, but this is where we're going to get our start. And it's also where I got my start. And the cool thing is my kids are coming back to where I was. So yes, Benson's. Yes, I did. I saw it. Thank you. I was going to message you. So thank you so much, buddy. I did get it. He's awesome. He's awesome, dude. And I'll do a review of that shortly. Love you guys. I got to go. But thank you. And just keep me in your thoughts. All right. Because I got a lot of interesting things happening right now and a lot of emotions, a lot of interesting emotions. So we shall see what happens, because I know I'm here for a reason. And I'm glad my kids are going to get this experience to be with me at the place that I got my start. There's something special about that. So, a lot of reflection. We'll see. Maybe we'll be part of like what helps turn this area around. Right? Let's see. All right. But you guys hopefully will be along for the ride with me. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And stay nerdy. All right. Bye-bye.